Actually, the idea for this research was conceptualized between researchers from the University of Dar es Salaam and University of Copenhagen Business School in Denmark. We see increasingly many actors, state and non-state actors and the communities are coming together to form what they call partnership for sustainability through conservation and provision of livelihood. So that's how the idea started. And so the research team was composed of scholars from geography, and of course from Copenhagen Business School we had scholars from the business school itself, conservationists, well, there was one from UK, conservation geographer, and we also had political scientists, because when we're looking at the governance issue of these coastal resources, of the natural resources, we also look at the concept of legitimacy. How are this partnership gaining legitimacy in the to operate in the areas where they operate? And so we needed some understanding from political scientists' point of view. Sustainability, as it is conceptualized by many of these who are promoting conservation, whether it's partners or the state, they're actually forgetting that it includes social and ecological. So there is a lot of promotion of ecological sustainability at the expense of the socio-economic or livelihood sustainability. For example, the fact that Marine Park is claiming to involve the community, but day-to-day involvement of the community we could not observe in the field. And the communities were really opposing it, the Marine Park. And then the other thing that really struck in the beach management unit is, of course, the fact that communities are also complaining about the strong hand of the state in the day-to-day management. Beach management units are supposed to be managed daily by the communities, so some of them were complaining about that as well. The study used a number of research methods, from interviews, focus group discussion, which we did with the villagers separate from the leaders, and we also did observation. We did oral histories, especially trying to establish history of coral reef management or mangrove resource management. But we also used secondary data from frame surveys, so fish data, looking at the data from the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries then, which is now the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries. The impact of the research really uncovers the fact that in any type of partnership, whether it's a beach management unit or marine park, if we put the community at the center, they are able to get good results, good sustainability results in terms of access to livelihood and also management of the ecology. At the global level, we see that there are a number of partners at the international level that are supporting the communities either through beach management units or through the marine parks. Partners such as WWF, who is global at the same time is national, but we have other partners like UNDP that has supported marine park in the past. And one of the key issues that partners must know, partners at the global level, is that the local communities have the capacity to manage. They also have ways which we can consider them to be traditional indigenous practices that should not be ignored in any partnership for management, because what we realized is that most of the local communities had their own knowledge that they were applying. At the same time, partners such as the marine park were trying to come up with other global knowledges that sometimes are not compatible with what the local are believing or understanding, and that became a challenge. After analysis, we were able to summarize our data based on the three objectives that we had on the key actors, and their processes, and also the outcomes. So from the beach management units, we found that the three main key actors are the government, the community, and the non-government organizations such as WWF. But in the marine parks, we also found that the key actor is the central government and the communities which are living in this designated area, plus other NGOs or donors that are funding different projects in the marine parks. Process-wise, each of these partnership claims to involve communities in day-to-day management, but we found out that there is little involvement of communities in the marine park as compared to those in the beach management units. Sustainability-wise, we found out that in the beach management units, the communities were able to continue accessing the resources and taking part in the management of the resource, as opposed to those in the marine parks, where communities were only involved in the beginning in formulating the village liaison committees, but to date, many of them were complaining that they're not able to access the resources because some of the areas are closed, and also they're not benefiting from the fees and fines or that are obtained from the marine park. There needs to be more involvement of the community and especially the fishermen. They are the forgotten group of population, even though we have the beach management units saying that they're involving the communities, but the targeted population, which was the fishermen, is not really the one that is playing role in the beach management units. So for better results in the future, they should be the one really being focused by these kind of partnerships. We can conclude that if sustainability is conceptualized in terms of balancing the needs of the community and that of environmental management, then that will bring a good partnership between the communities and the other partners.